Hi, I'm Evan Pantazi. I wanted to go into fist strength, okay, and different positions that you can use. This stems from a question that came by Master Shannon on the Phoenix Eye fist and what was called the ginger fist. Now, I mentioned in that film during the ginger fist that you would never grab anybody with that index, with that the way that looked like in the Mantis style. Because the index finger is the weaker side of your hand. Yes, you have your thumb and you have the index finger and it can pinch, but it's not the strength of your hand. Okay, the strength of your hand comes in the last three fingers, and in particular the two middle fingers. When you're grabbing, for example, I always use the joke in my seminars that we were doing the Spider-Man technique, because when you grab, you use this finger or this finger as your measurement system, and the middle two fingers that have your strength and integrity will do the damage. The integrity comes from the fact that if you grab with your index finger, for an example, and someone pulls away, that has a possibility of damaging the joint. Same thing with the small finger going this way. So what I want to do is I want to go in with the middle two fingers because they cannot be disrupted, because you have the balance and the protection of the two bones, the metacarpals and the muscle structures therein. Now, when you're grabbing, you'll be able to figure out by yourself, and I'll show you something you can do for yourself, that this is not the strength grab. This is the strength grab, like the single blade of grass hand that I've mentioned so many times in correlation with the tiger aspects of the bubishi and the hand position itself from the bubishi, one of the 6G hands. Now, for yourself, okay, you can make a tight fist. Just make a simple tight fist the way you would at any time, okay? And you can feel the strength, you can feel the power in that. All right, now what I'd like you to do is separate those a little bit. Squeeze with just the first three fingers of your hand. You can see that that is extremely weak. Then grasp with the last three fingers of the hand, and you'll see how much stronger that is. Now, it's not by mistake that Gichin Funakoshi placed this fist in his book Kyohan, okay, very famous book but nobody seems to pay attention to that fist. Now that fist is an excellent grabbing fist, okay, excellent torquing fist, because it gives your wrist the mobility vertically. Okay, and again, another idea you could do is make a tight fist as hard as you can, and then try to rotate your hand. The muscles are tight, so it's hard to rotate that hand. Okay, but when you have your fist in this position, you tighten it down, you have a much greater range of motion. Now that range of motion, okay, is important in grasping, seizing techniques, also in striking techniques, because when you throw a punch, you just don't want to use your arm strength. What you want to do is you want to bite into the target with that knuckle, coming down and in like it's a knife, jabbing in. And in particular, the middle knuckle or the index knuckle. I don't like the index knuckle because, again, of the frailties of it. Middle knuckle is the biggest, it protrudes the most, and it bites the deepest when you come in with that striking action. So we want to think of those concepts when we make our fists and we use our fists. But again, the weakness is on the thumb and index finger side. The strength is on the smaller finger side, even though it doesn't make sense because of the smallness compared to the bigger index finger. But that's just some insights for you to play with. You can play with it on your own with those two type fist actions. Now, I saw a videotape a long time ago of Taike Oyada doing a kotegashi, okay, and that's where you bend the person's hand back. And he asked the guy to make a tight fist, and when he pressed on the hand, okay, at the small knuckle side, okay, what happened was the man was able to hold that fist rigid, and he wasn't taken down with the kotegashi. When the Oyata sensei pressed on the index finger side, the wrist collapsed and the person was taken down with that wrist locking technique. You can try that on uke for yourself. Just grab the person by the wrist and press on the small finger side, and then press on the index finger side. See which is more powerful for you. So that's just a little idea on the fist, and some ideas in range of motion, strength factors, weakening factors, and hand positions. Hope you enjoyed. Stay tuned.